You too. What's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about now that the Washington Commanders have officially hired Eric Bieniemy. What does this mean exactly for Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders offense in the next season? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when new content is posted to the channel like this one. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So it is official, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Eric Bieniemy has signed his contract, and he is now the offensive coordinator and the assistant head coach for the Washington Commanders. Everybody's excited about this move, and how could you not? This guy's a two-time Super Bowl offensive coordinator winning champion with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was a big reason as to why they won this specific Super Bowl. This guy worked with Patrick Mahomes. He's created a really good offense. He was a part of creating a really good offense featuring Travis Kelce, Sky Moore, Isaiah Pacheco, Juju Smith-Schuster, Valdez Scantling, Kadarius Toney resurgence to his career after the shaky starting in New York. You know what I'm saying? So this guy coming to Washington, I've seen a lot of casuals saying, oh, he's going to regret leaving Kansas City. Why would he leave Kansas City to go to Washington? What do they have in Washington? There's a lot of casuals, man. You know what I'm saying? They saying Terry McLaurin's the only thing we have. Do y'all not know who Curtis Samuel is? Jahan Dawson, Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas, even Amani Rodgers. Like, we got stuff over here and a possible quarterback in Sam Howell. This team has talent, and that's what a lot of casuals don't see with this unit. Like I said when we won the video, when I announced that we hired Eric Bieniemy, I said I would take my weapons over Kansas City's weapons, okay? Besides Travis Kelce, okay, what other weapons that they have that's better than us? Our receiving core is better than theirs. Our running back core is better than theirs, okay? Isaiah Pacheco is good, but I would definitely take Antonio Gibson over him. I would take Brian Robinson over him, okay? Our weapons outside of Travis Kelce is better than what the Chiefs have. You give Mahomes our weapons, they probably don't lose a game, all right? So I'm excited for what he brings, what he can bring to this offense, what he can draw up. You know what I'm saying? He cannot be no worse than Scott Turner. And I know that bar is set really low, but that's how we're coming. Okay, that should be our starter expectations. Is he can't be no worse than Scott Turner. And literally, I'll take that, right? That's what I'm saying with the owner, right? The new owner can't be no worse than Daniel Snyder. All right, because he was pretty much the floor, right? And Scott Turner, he was bad. He couldn't feed it, and it was tough watching it because it's like he wasn't like the worst when it came to scheme, like drawing up plays. He was the worst with getting his playmakers involved and scheming his players open. But as far as like routes combinations, he had a little bit of understanding when it came to that, right? With Eric Bieniemy, I already know we're not gonna have to worry no more about Terry McLaurin going into the halftime score with no receptions. I don't got to worry about Curtis Samuel being a non-factor. I don't have to worry about Jahan Dotson not having no receiving yards. I don't have to worry about targets rather. I don't have to worry about us actually using our young tight ends in Amani Rodgers and Cole Turner, not just using them 1 week and we don't see them again for until 10 more weeks later, right? We know Eric Bieniemy knows how to run an offense and knows who to get involved, okay? And trust me, he knows what he's getting himself into. That's a big part as to why he came to Washington. He knew we had a Terry McLaurin. He knew we had an Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson duo in the backfield. He's a form. He knew we had Jahan Dawson, okay, Curtis Samuel, and again, like I said, I'm really interested to see how he uses these guys, especially Antonio Gibson and Curtis Samuel, because those are your two really gadget guys that you can move all around the field, in the backfield, in the slot, line up outside. You can do whatever with those guys, and it's very interesting to see what he can do. All right. You definitely should expect him to have a little bit of Kansas City Chiefs in it. A lot of it, I should say. He's been under Andy Reid, so you should know he's gonna have a lot of what Andy Reid did in Kansas City here in Washington. And as we've seen, it was very successful. It's been successful for the past since they got Patrick Mahomes. So Definitely interesting. So what does this mean for Sam Howell, right? Again, I think this is probably the best thing that could have happened for Sam Howell in a way. Yeah, you like Juan. He definitely may have some a setback with now having to learn a new offense. Okay, yeah, that's definitely true. However, I would much rather have him have some time and having to take time to learn a new playbook that is going to benefit him more in the long run and our weapons and dealing with the Scott Turner playbook that he may know, but is not going to feature getting your weapons involved, right? So I'm definitely excited. This means that for this offense, we're going to actually be able to see it have explosive plays because I mean this team is too talented to be putting up 17 points a game, right? We have talent all over the field. I mean, guys, we came a long way from Dontrell Inman, okay? Isaiah Wright. I mean, I came on this channel and made a video about Robert Davis being a wide receiver too alongside Terry McLaurin, man. We came a long way, right? And you would expect to be putting up 17 points with those guys as your receivers. I mean, Jeremy Sprinkle was playing meaningful snaps for this team at one point, right? We came a long way from that. And you would expect to be putting up 17 or 20 points with them tops. But no, we've been doing that with the talent we have here. And that is a big part to our offensive coordinator and our quarterback play. Now, with us fixing one of those problems and a potential of fixing another one, it's finally can all make sense and it can finally all come together. I'm excited about it. This means a lot for Sam Howell and this Commanders offense. Sam Howell being the wild card because it's like, what is he going to do? Hopefully, EB could groom him and work him together. I mean, he's worked with Patrick Mahomes, and I know Sam Howell is not going to be Patrick Mahomes, but if he could be anything close to it, this team is a Super Bowl contending team. All right, I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely intrigued. I definitely am happy about this hire. We'll deep dive more into what to expect in a sense, like maybe watch some film together, possibly if I can find a way to bring that up on the channel and not get it taken down. We could watch some film together and possibly look at what the Chiefs did that we could probably emulate here in Washington when they get down in that red zone. The little shovel pass that Mahomes and Travis Kelce likes to do. Maybe we'll see a little bit of that feature. I think Logan Thomas, if he stays healthy, could have a resurgence. Okay, he could have a 2020-esque season like he did before. All right, Scott Turner just did a terrible job including our playmakers, and Logan Thomas was one of the guys that really voiced off about it. He was really one of the guys to voice off about it. I mean, De'Ami Brown had 2 touchdowns in week 5, and we didn't see nothing from him for the rest of the year, pretty much. So hopefully this is the year where all of our playmakers can finally get involved and show what they got. I mean, again, like I said, EB cannot be no worse than Scott Turner, and I know he's going to be good. I mean, I know he's going to be good, not just for the sake of what our talent is on this team, but for the sake of what he wants to do with his career, all right? He wants to be a head coach, okay? And it's definitely unfair that he has to go through these roadblocks to prove that he can be an offensive coordinator when there's guys like Dan Campbell and not Dan Campbell, but like Doug Peterson and all of these guys that were coaches under Andy Reid and didn't have to call plays and Matt Nagy didn't have to call plays under Andy Reid, but they got head coaching jobs. It's definitely unfair that EB has to go through these steps, but it's going to all be worth it when he does get that head coaching job. And I'm definitely glad we're the team that he chose. All right. Because now I don't care if it's just for this 1 year, right? This is going to be a hell of a 1 year and a fun 1 year if it is that. All right. It could be a possibility that he takes Ron Rivera's job, but I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it with tunnel vision that this is just a 1 year experiment. All right. And if it is so, I'm not going to be mad at it because, one, I'm already knowing what to expect going into it. I'm already going into this thing with EB only being here 1 year. Now, again, I don't know what the contract looking like. I don't know what it could look like. Maybe he signed a multi-year deal, but again, you never know. He's an offensive coordinator and a assistant head coach. When the head coach job comes knocking, he can easily just go see another team and go interview for that job. It's not like it's a player, right? So again, I'm going into this thing with just knowing that it could be a 1 year experience, and I'm definitely excited for that, and I'm definitely intrigued to see what he brings this team. And what does it mean for Sam Howell again? It means that he is going to be with a guy that has groomed a quarterback before. so he could be in good hands. And this offense, our playmakers are finally going to be able to show what they have. And they finally going to have an offensive coordinator that's going to cater to their needs and their wants and what they can do best, instead of having a Scott Turner kind of offensive coordinator that doesn't get his playmakers involved. I'm tired of coming up here each and every Sunday saying, why does Terry McLaurin have no targets going to halftime? Why is Terry McLaurin finishing the game with 4 receptions for 52 yards? I'm tired of that. And with Eric Bieniemy, I feel like those days are behind us, but only time will tell. Let me know what you guys think about this video. There you have it. What do you think the hire of Eric Bieniemy means for Sam Howell and the Commanders offense? Leave your comments and thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll be reading each and every one of you guys' comments. As always, me and Wangati, like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.
Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop, get you pop, get you drop, slide on the one where they get you boxed on.